जय श्री कृष्ण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। जय श्री कृष्ण। Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 13. Dhritarashtra quits home. Text 3 and 4. Tam bandham agatam drishtva dharmaputra saha anuja dhritarashtra yuchhacha shuta sharadvata pruta Gandhari Draupadi Brahman Subhadra cha Uttara Krupi Anya cha Jamaya Pandor Gnataya Sasuta Striya. Translation. When they saw Vidura return to the palace, all the inhabitants, Maharaja Yudhishthira, his younger brothers, and Dhritarashtra, Satyaki, Sanjaya, Kripacharya, Kunti, Gandhari, Draupadi, Subhadra, Uttara, Kripi, many other wives of Kauravas and other ladies with children, all hurried to him in a great delight. It so appeared that they had regained their consciousness after a long period. Purport. Gandhari, the ideal chaste lady in the history of the world. She was the daughter of Maharaja Subla, the king of Gandhara, now Kandar in Kabul, and in her maiden state she worshipped Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is generally worshipped by Hindu maidens to get a good husband. Gandhari the satisfied Lord Shiva, and by his benediction to obtain 100 sons. She was betrothed to Dhritarashtra despite his being a blind forever. When Gandhari came to know that her would-be husband was a blind man, to follow her life companion, she decided to become voluntarily blind. So she wrapped up her eyes with many silk linens, and she was married to Dhritarashtra under the guidance of her elder brother Shakuni. She was the most beautiful girl of her time, and she was equally qualified by her womanly qualities, which endeared every member of the Kaurava court. But despite all her good qualities, she had the natural frailties of a woman, and she was envious of Kunti when the latter gave a birth to a male child. Both the queens were pregnant, but Kunti first gave a birth to a male child. Thus, Gandhari became angry and gave a blow to her own abdomen. As a result, she gave a birth to a lump of flesh only. But since she was a devotee of Vyasadeva, by the instruction of Vyasadeva, the lump was divided into 100 parts, and each part gradually developed to become a male child. Thus, her ambition to become the mother of 100 sons was fulfilled, and she began to nourish all the children according to her exalted positions. When the intrigue of the battle of Kurukshetra was going on, she was not in favor of fighting with Pandavas. Rather, she blamed Dhritarashtra, her husband, for such a fratricidal war. She desired that the state be divided into two parts, for the sons of Pandu and her own. She was very affected when all her sons died in the battle of Kurukshetra, and she wanted to curse Bhishma Sena and Yudhishthira, but she was checked by Vyasadeva. Her mourning over the death of Duryodhana and Dushasana before the Lord Krishna was very pitiful, and Lord Krishna pacified her by transcendental messages. She was equally aggravated on the death of Karna, and she described to Lord Krishna the lamentation of Karna's wife. She was pacified by Srila Vyasadeva when he showed her dead sons, then promoted to the heavenly kingdoms. She died along with her husband in the jungles of the Himalayas near the mouth of the Ganges. She burned in a forest fire. Maharaja Yudhishthira performed the death ceremony of his uncle and aunt. To be continued. Hare Krishna.